Hi everyone, my name is Daisy. This is my informative speech, and the topic I chose was COVID 19, ways to prevent from getting COVID 19, and ways it has affected us into living the norms. So, we've all been told to wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart from each other, and wash your hands as frequent as you can. So, why is it that people have stopped wearing their masks? They have stopped staying 6 feet apart from each other. They have stopped following the rules from when we were told to. We are still living under a pandemic as of right now. On March of 2020, coronavirus was struck in the United States. People freaked out, and this led us to go on lockdown for 2 weeks. Those 2 weeks, we had a curfew. From 9 p.m. to 6 p.m., we were told to not leave the house and to not roam in the streets. People freaked out during those 2 weeks because they thought that we couldn't survive. But a lot of people did take advantage of going to the grocery stores and buying supplies and food, and many of the grocery stores were limited on what we could get. Some of them said that we could only get one case of water bottles, 24-pack of water bottles, and limited of canned foods, limited of anything, because of people taking advantage of that. Well, people didn't follow the rules. They didn't care. They didn't think coronavirus was real. So 2 weeks passed by and we're still under a pandemic. We're still under lockdown. During that lockdown, people were still roaming around the streets. They still weren't following the rules. They were still hanging out with a large group of people. Really didn't care. So, around 216 people in my county have died because of COVID. About 900,000 in the United States have died because of COVID. And this is because people do not follow the rules. Older adults and smaller children who have health issues can have a high risk of developing this virus. The symptoms of this virus are chills, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, body aches, loss of taste and smell. The main one is loss of taste and smell. That is when you know you have developed a virus. Which it is scary. People thought that was the end of their life because they developed the virus. No. If you take good care of yourself, if you stay quarantined, you will get through the virus. So, how did this affect us into living the norms? Well, this affected not only the nurses, the hospital, school systems, jobs, loss of jobs because of quarantine, but especially the school systems. You ask why? This is because of virtual learning. Everyone in the school system had to adjust themselves into going to virtual learning. Virtual learning is very challenging, especially for smaller children, because in order for them to learn, they have to do hands-on learning. It is very difficult for children to learn from a computer. They get distracted easily. They won't learn at all. Especially teachers who didn't know a lot about technology, who had to send links to the kids, everything. Not only that, but some kids didn't have any laptops. Some kids didn't have any internet at home. So how how will they learn? It was very difficult and challenging for smaller children to learn virtual learning. Also, college students had to had to leave campus and go back home because of COVID. So on May of 2020 in Georgia, the lockdown was uplifted. This meant for most people that, oh, coronavirus isn't here anymore. We can do whatever we want now. We can start living the norms. False. This is basically saying that cases were going down, people were taking care of themselves, etc. But from then, local stores started opening back up to the regular hours. Everything started backing up. Theme parks, everything for the public. But ever since they opened this, a lot of cases during the year of 2020, cases started going up again because of them not following the rules. So this is why you should still wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart from each other,